Good afternoon, YouTube world. My name is John Sharon, and this is Zoneone Brew Reviews coming at you from the beautiful sunny side of Louisville, Kentucky, here in Sellersburg, Indiana. Today we're going to be looking at a new beer that I believe just come out not too long ago. I found it the other day down in Louisville when I was looking around for some beers. I do believe that with this beer I'll be the first one to be examining it in the world. I've not seen anything on YouTube, not much on the old World Wide Web on this beer. So at this time, let me show you what we're going to be looking at. That's right, Coney Island's hard root beer. You know it, that's what it's all about right there. These root beers right now are a big fad with Not Your Father's root beer. I had a couple of these Coney Islands, and I've had several Not Your Father's root beers. But from what I tried of these the other night, these are just a lot more kick, a lot more punch at the end, and you get a little bit more of the alcohol flavor out of this than you do your Not Your Father's root beer. So let's take this bad boy and depop it and see what we got. Let's go straight down the middle on this bad boy. That's all we can get out of it. Looks like your typical root beer. Looks like to me it's got a lot of good carbonation on it. A lot of good bubbles coming out of the top of it. It's pouring like your typical root beer should. Head went away pretty quick like your typical root beer. Big dark flavored beer, a lot of carbonation, like I said, a lot of it. But yeah, let me read off the bottle a little bit about what it says here. It says brewed and bottled by Coney Island Brewing Company in Brooklyn, New York, Cincinnati, Ohio, and Benniganville, Pennsylvania, in collaboration with the Boston Beer Company. So I said that right. The Boston Beer Company. So this could possibly be a, made in the same places that the Boston beers are made. So I don't know whether that's good or bad. I don't know. Don't care. I really enjoy this beer. Let me read you a little bit off the website here. It says Coney Island Hard Root Beer is a new twist on an old flavor, which hints of vanilla, licorice, and birch. This root beer will bring you back to the boardwalk days. It's a 5.8% ABV, and you can taste the 5.8% in the back end of this beer. So let's give this big bad boy a taste, see where we're at. This beer, you can definitely taste the licorice, the vanilla, more the licorice up front, vanilla kind of in the middle. But you get that birch in the back end of this beer. You definitely get that little bit of kick of the alcohol in it. I don't know if it reminds me of the boardwalk or not, but it reminds me of a dang good root beer with a kick to it. And that's what I really enjoy. Comparing this to Not Your Father's, like I said, I mean, I'd have to choose this over Not Your Father's root beer, just because it's got that little bit of kick in the back end that Not Your Father's has. Which is, I'm not messing with Not Your Father's root beer. I mean, I've drunk a bunch of them, and I really enjoy them. I give them a solid A, but this beer over here, if I was to give it a rating, it would probably be a low B plus, high A minus, just because I really enjoy these new beers like this that come out. I've seen a lot of negative comments on YouTube for Not Your Father's root beer. I've seen a lot of negative comments on Facebook and other groups on these particular type of beers. But I don't understand, because I guess people don't like change, and this may be what the craft beer revolutionary world is going to, is beers like this. But I really enjoy this beer. It's just a tremendous beer. Yeah, give them one more drink. But I don't think you're going to go wrong buying it. I don't think it's a sessionable beer by any means. I couldn't session this beer. I could probably drink maybe 2 of them if it's hot on a hot day while I was done mowing, or I had the family at the local lake, or they're doing something like this. But I don't think it's a sessionable beer by any means. This would be a good beer to take to, say if you was going to someone's house for a visit that's never had these particular type of beers. This would be a good beer to go pick up. They're kind of pricey. I think if I remember right the other day, I give $10.99 a 6-pack for this. A little bit more expensive than the Not Your Father's, but I believe for your bang for your buck, this is a better value. It says on the front of this label, "Are you tall enough for this ride?" Well, I'm 6'3". I'm tall enough for this ride, and I'll enjoy this ride for as long as it goes. I hope this is not one of those legacy beers that lasts about a year or two and it's gone, which it may very well be. You know, I've talked about that before. Those beers that come and go, and this might be one of them. The ride might not last too long, but I tell you, these guys are making a lot of money on that ride right now, so they're enjoying it. And so are people like me. But all jokes aside, it's an enjoyable beer. I mean, I think they're catered more towards, I hate to say this, more towards the woman than the craft beer guy on this beer, because I know my wife really enjoys them and all her friends really enjoy them. But us guys, we enjoy them, but I don't believe as much as the women. But that's the way it goes. I mean, sometimes you win a few and you lose a few. But with this beer, I think they've definitely hit a home run. I don't know what else you can say about this beer, but if you can find it, buy it, get it. It's an enjoyable beer. I'm enjoying the heck out of it. But you can definitely, it warms up. I like to let a beer kind of get real cold, but kind of take my time drinking it, let it warm up, because I think once it warms up, you get more of the aftertaste of it, and once it warms up a little bit, you get a lot more of that kick on the back end of the alcohol taste in it, which brings that to 5.8%. But yeah, I mean, try it hot, try it cold, try the root beer float. Yeah, that'd be the food pairing of this beer. Ice cream, a big cherry on top. But no, enjoy it, buy it, get it if you can find it. I'm John Sharon. Thanks for watching the Zoneone Brew Reviews. I hope you enjoyed it, like it, thumbs down it. Don't matter because it's all good. But I got a special request the other day from a gentleman to do either a Mickey's or a Schlitz malt liquor. I'll do the Mickey's the first of the week. Maybe Sunday afternoon I'll get it done. But by any means I'll get it done by Monday. Can't find a Schlitz malt liquor. Not seen Schlitz malt liquor in this area for years. The old Bull. I'd like to have some Bull. But I probably not had no Bull in 20 years. But I've got a lot more time now to start doing a lot more of these reviews. I've done a few. I've got some good comments on it. What I've done, I've really enjoyed what I've done. But you know, I got a lot of good beers coming up. I'm gonna do the Mickey's because of a special request. I'm gonna try to slap in a Little Kings. I've not had Little Kings in probably 20 years, since about 30 years, because I've been in high school for 30 years. That's the last time I had Little Kings was my senior year. Got a lot of good malt liquors coming up. A lot of good adjunct lagers coming up. No craft beer right now because it's just not my thing right now. I want to concentrate on the other part of the spectrum, which is the malt liquors, the cream ales, and the adjunct lagers. Maybe down the road we'll do some, but anyways, like I said, I'm John Sharon, Zoneone Brew Reviews. Subscribe if you like it. If you don't care. Remember, support your local neighborhood taverns, because without the common people like us, they're going to die, because that's where that come from. Enjoy the rest of your day. I appreciate everybody watching. Big thanks. Thank you guys.